Did you know that Tagalog is one of the fastest-growing languages in Canada? Given that the Canadian census is conducted every 5 years, with the most recent one completed in 2021, our information is supported by data from this latest census. Specifically, the 2021 Statistics Canada census revealed that individuals identifying with Filipino ethnic origins numbered 957,355, accounting for approximately 2.6% of Canada's total population. This figure positions Filipino Canadians as the predominant Southeast Asian community nationwide. The demographic composition showed a female majority, 55.3% over males, 44.7%, and a significant geographic concentration, with over three-quarters residing in Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia. The Filipino community is now one of the largest and most vibrant visible minority groups in the country. It's a testament to how quickly Filipino Canadians have woven themselves into the fabric of Canada. From Winnipeg to Calgary, Filipino voices are heard in schools, businesses, and community centers. This may come as a surprise to those unfamiliar with Canada's demographic shifts, but for many Canadians, attending a Filipino festival or eating pancit is now part of everyday life. The Filipino presence has become a shared Canadian experience. Let's take a closer look at the ties between Canada and the Philippines.
Canada's unexpected bond with the Philippines. How can two countries like Canada and the Philippines, separated by the vast Pacific Ocean and nearly 13,000 kilometers, possibly share such a deep and surprising bond? Canada and the Philippines seem like unlikely partners. After all, they have different histories, climates, and cultures. Yet the bond between them is real and growing every year. The Filipino community in Canada is a living bridge between these two nations. Filipinos bring their warmth, resilience, and rich traditions to Canadian cities. In return, Canada offers opportunities and a welcoming environment for newcomers. This relationship is more than just migration. It's a partnership built on trust and shared goals. It's not just about people moving. It's about two countries learning from each other, cooperating in trade, and working together on the world stage. Families are built, businesses thrive, and communities celebrate together. In this video, we'll explore how this surprising bond developed, what it looks like today, and where it's heading. From history to food, from economics to personal stories, get ready to discover a Canada-Philippines connection that's changing both nations.
The story of Filipino immigration to Canada is one of hope and transformation. While a trickle of Filipino professionals and students arrived post-World War II, the floodgates truly opened in the late 1960s and 70s. Canada's revised immigration policies welcomed a new wave of Filipinos seeking opportunity. The 1990s brought another significant influx, largely through the live-in caregiver program, with many women working as caregivers and supporting families back home. Despite challenges, their dedication paved the way for future generations to thrive as nurses, engineers, entrepreneurs, and leaders, profoundly shaping the Canada we know today. This journey continues to enrich both nations.
In addition to healthcare, Filipinos are leaders in hospitality, skilled trades, education, and business. They open restaurants, run small businesses, and volunteer in their communities. According to Statistics Canada, Filipino Canadians have some of the highest rates of labor force participation among immigrant groups. The economic and social contributions of Filipino Canadians are making Canada stronger, more diverse, and more caring. Every year, new arrivals add fresh energy and talent to the country's story. Filipino Canadians are essential workers in healthcare, especially as nurses and caregivers. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Filipino nurses and personal support workers were on the front lines, caring for Canadians in hospitals and long-term care homes. Filipino Canadians are one of the fastest-growing communities in the country. In 1981, there were only around 40,000 Filipinos in Canada. By 2021, the Filipino population in Canada had grown to nearly 1 million, making Filipinos the fourth largest visible minority group in the country. This growth is seen in every major city, with the largest populations in Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg, and Calgary. Their impact goes far beyond numbers.
Through food, festivals, and language, Filipino Canadians keep their heritage alive. They also invite their neighbors to celebrate with them, making Canadian life richer and without a doubt even more delicious. Language is another way Filipinos' culture thrives. Tagalog and other Philippine languages are spoken in homes, churches, and schools. Some Canadian schools now offer Filipino language classes as an option. Children grow up bilingual, proud of their roots and ready to connect with both cultures. Festivals like Pista Sanayan in Winnipeg or Fiesta Filipina in Toronto fill city parks with music, dance, and laughter. Filipino restaurants and bakeries like Jollibee and Red Ribbon now serve homesick newcomers and curious locals alike. These foods are more than just meals. They're a taste of home and a way to bring people together.
These economic and diplomatic links make the relationship even stronger. They turn community ties into real opportunities for both nations. Diplomatic ties are growing too. Both countries work together on issues like climate change, disaster relief, and human rights at international forums. Canada provides aid to help the Philippines after typhoons and other emergencies, showing friendship that goes beyond borders. Trade between the two countries is strong. Canada exports wheat, meat, and technology to the Philippines, while importing electronics, clothing, and food products. According to the Government of Canada, bilateral trade with the Philippines reached $3.4 billion in 2023, up from $3.1 billion in 2022, with exports steady at $1.2 billion and imports increasing to $2.2 billion. In 2021, Canada's direct investment stock in the Philippines was approximately $983 million. This financial exchange is part of a broader relationship, with companies from both countries investing in each other and fostering a multifaceted partnership that goes beyond people-to-people ties. Each year, Filipino Canadians send over $1 billion in remittances to support their families in the Philippines. These funds help pay for education, healthcare, and local businesses back home.
You know, a lot of people are genuinely surprised by just how close Canada and the Philippines have become. For starters, these two countries are really far apart, pretty much halfway around the world from each other. And unlike Canada's ties with, say, Britain or France, there isn't a shared colonial history or even a common language. Traditionally, Canada used to focus its immigration policies and partnerships mostly on Europe or the United States. The Philippines just wasn't a main focus until more recent decades, when changing needs and opportunities brought the two countries together. The relationship actually goes against the usual patterns you might expect. Most strong international ties are based on things like geography, history, or politics. But in this case, the bond really started with people. Migrants finding a new home, building families, and creating communities. It's truly a story of connection, even when the odds seemed stacked against it. And that's what makes the Canada-Philippines bond so unique. It just goes to show that friendship can grow from shared values and dreams, even across oceans.
The influence of Filipino Canadians will probably keep growing in arts, sports, and public life. Their stories and successes will inspire others and show what's possible when two cultures work together. As Canada and the Philippines look to the future, their partnership serves as a model for how diversity and connection can benefit everyone. Collaboration between the two countries is set to expand. There are talks about new trade deals, educational exchange programs, and joint projects in technology and healthcare. Both governments see the value in working together, not just for their own people, but for the global good. A growing number of Filipinos are making their mark in politics, education, and business. This trend was notably highlighted in 2021, with Rechie Valdez's historic appointment as the first Filipino Canadian to serve in Canada's federal cabinet. On May 13, 2025, she was further appointed by Prime Minister Mark Carney as Minister of Women and Gender Equality and Secretary of State for Small Business and Tourism.
From shared values to vibrant communities, the Canada-Philippines story is a powerful example of how human connection can bridge oceans and build a richer world for everyone. The impact is undeniable, and the journey continues. And as this journey of connection continues, we also hold in our hearts a moment of profound sorrow, extending our deepest sympathies. We are deeply pained by the horrific car attack during the Lapu-Lapu Day Festival in Vancouver on April 26, 2025, a time that should have been a joyous celebration of Filipino heritage. Our most heartfelt condolences are with the victims, their families, and the entire community touched by this senseless act of violence. We stand in compassionate solidarity with the Filipino Canadian community in Vancouver and across Canada through this incredibly difficult time. We wish eternal peace for those lost, and strength and complete healing for the injured. In these very moments, the strength found in community and the solace of shared experiences like the ones we've discussed become a vital anchor. The spirit of connection and mutual support is truly what helps communities navigate even the darkest of times. With that in mind, we still want to hear from you. What about you? Do you have a story or experience with Canada and the Philippines? Perhaps one that speaks to this resilience or connection? Share it in the comment section below.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out the related video on your screen for more fascinating content. Explore our channel for even more exciting videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to GlobeGazette for more incredible stories. Your support means everything to us. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.